breaking news for your home. Wayday! Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Wayday long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Wayday. Shop Wayfair's Wayday from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
This is the Washington Times front page for Thursday, April 23rd, 2026. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Iranian naval forces fired on and seized 2 container ships near the Strait of Hormuz as Iran and the U.S. vie for control of critical waterways. Von Conkane and Tom Howell report Iran's Navy said it seized the 2 ships belonging to international shipping company MSC for attempting to traverse the strait without the necessary permits. Iranian forces directed the ships to their coast as it tries to reassert control over its waterways in response to President Trump's blockade of Iranian ports. The U.S. and Iran are jockeying for economic and naval supremacy, while mediators in Pakistan are looking for ways to end the nearly 2-month-long war. The White House said the president has not set limits on how long the war's extended ceasefire should last. A missile defense shield desired by President Trump will have to overcome enormous technological, logistical, and financial obstacles to become operational by his 2028 target date. But Ben Wolfgang reports its biggest hurdle might be an entrenched Pentagon bureaucracy that military insiders fear could doom the project. High-ranking retired military officials and defense industry leaders are wondering if the director of the Golden Dome project, General Michael Gutlein, has the autonomy to make the proposal a reality within such a tight time frame. With numerous military branches, federal agencies, and defense contractors involved, some defense insiders say the project could become a victim of its own ambition. Senator Bernie Sanders may be 84, but he's campaigning like a man decades younger as he looks to add to the ranks of true progressives willing to embrace his attack on the Washington establishment. Seth MacLachlan reports the Vermont Independent will be in the Midwest next weekend, stumping for Senate candidates Abdul Al-Sayed in Michigan and Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan in Minnesota, as well as for Brian Poindexter, a union iron worker running for the House in Ohio. They're part of a new generation of Sanders-aligned contenders who he hopes will reshape their party. Over the years, he's been remarkably successful in defining the contours of the political battleground. Medicare for All, his universal health care plan, has become a litmus test for many Democratic voters, as well as his rejection of money from AIPAC. Holding the line against Russia has earned Ukraine a reputation for creative, cost-effective, and successful new battlefield strategies. In recent days, Guillaume Patak reports Ukraine has signed a series of long-term defense cooperation agreements with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates. Analysts say the move reflects Ukraine's broader effort to transform from a wartime aid recipient into a global security partner. Although the deals vary in scope, they share a common objective: to export Ukraine's expertise in drone warfare, air defense, and electronic warfare to a region facing a growing threat from missile and drone attacks. And finally, Democratic-led states with declining recycling rates are shifting the cost to producers and distributors. Susan Friccio reports advocacy groups seeking to reverse the drop in recycling have pushed states to enact extended producer responsibility laws that hold companies financially responsible for ensuring their products are recycled. Businesses say these laws will result in higher prices and force some companies to stop doing business in states that have enacted them. 7 states have laws that target companies that produce plastic, paper, glass, metal, and cardboard, as well as packaging materials used for consumer products. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.
Warning, the following ZipRecruiter radio spot you are about to hear is going to be filled with F-words.
When you're hiring, we at ZipRecruiter know you can feel frustrated, forlorn even, like your efforts are futile, and you can spend a fortune trying to find fabulous people, only to get flooded with candidates who are just fine. Fortunately, ZipRecruiter figured out how to fix all that. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip. With ZipRecruiter, you can forget your frustrations because we find the right people for your roles fast, which is our absolute favorite F word. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day.
Fantastic.
So, whether you need to hire 4, 40, or 400 people, get ready to meet first-rate talent. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/zip to try ZipRecruiter for free. Don't forget, that's ZipRecruiter.com/zip. Finally, that's ZipRecruiter.com/zip.